O Lord of hosts, be with us, for we have none other help in times of adversity but Thee. O Lord of hosts, have mercy.
Father Seraphim on spiritual reading and the importance of Scripture.
Lord of hosts, be
Well, one should read as much as one is eager to read and is available. It should be, first of all, Scripture, then the Holy Fathers on the Scripture, then writings about spiritual life. The more intricate points of doctrine are for specialists in that. Basic ones are we have many good books. If you look at the bookstore, we have lots of basic books. On most valuable ones are ones that talk about spiritual life, like Unseen Warfare, how to fight the battle against our own evil nature and against the devil. Or the works of St. John of Kronstadt, which sort of express the feeling of how to be an Orthodox Christian. And of course, Scripture is very important. It has to be read. Well, it's read in church. It used to be the custom in monasteries that the Scripture was read, and then either before or after it, at various points of the service, there would be commentaries of Holy Fathers on those Scriptures. Therefore, you get the whole sort of picture how the Scripture is part of the church. We don't have that so much, but there are more and more commentaries available now. Those are valuable books to read about how the Scripture should be interpreted. But if you read any kind of book on spiritual life, you will also find that Scripture is constantly being quoted, and as it's being quoted, it's interpreted. And that also helps you to get insight into Scripture. But, I would say that the amount you read, how much you're hungry for. If you're hungry for a lot, you have to read more. If you're hungry for nothing, you better look, there's something wrong. You don't want it, and therefore something's off in that state of wanting to be taught. But of course you can't go into more just for the sake of reading, to read more than you're interested in, more than you can absorb. Each person finds his own level. He wants to read, and sort of inspired to read more, and inspired to read more, increases his thirst, and so forth.
Does a person ought to read a certain time every day, or ought to devote, say, 3 days or 4 days after the weekend or something like that, to more intensive?
Well, it's seldom we're able to do things like that, to spend 3 or 4 days reading spiritual literature. I think most people would benefit more from even a little bit every day, especially if you have a book, like a book of spiritual writings, like Unseen Warfare, St. John of Kronstadt. If you have it like a book on your table stand that you're reading at that time. And when you have some kind of temptation, you can pick up that book and open it and read it, and you'll find that it gives all kinds of answers to your problems. At least it gets you out of your depression, whatever you might be in.
I think that you are a man of God. And a monk. But this world is thirsty for the Spirit. It's not thirsty for orthodoxy. The Spirit